Hey, what is up, guys? This is Johnny Jivden coming at you with the very first episode on my new channel. Kind of bear with me, I guess, while I kind of get a handle on doing this, and hopefully I can improve, little by little every video or whatever. But, getting right into it, today's episode is top 3 anime of all time. Only top 3. I didn't want to do too long for the first video, I guess. And second of all, this is top 3 anime of all time, but it's not like my opinion or anything like that. It's this is all based on scientific facts. This is all, it's not these are my top 3 favorite anime, blah blah blah. No, this is just scientifically what is statistically the best, based on objective facts and truths. Now, do these top 3 happen to be my top 3 favorite? Yes. That's because I have good taste. Now, are you thinking in your head right now, did he just make a list of his top 3 favorite anime and then make up that it's a scientific fact that they're the best? Maybe. But that's not important. We're getting right into it. All right, number 3, we got Saint Seiya. Which Saint Seiya, you ask? All of them. I don't have to explain why it's so good. It's classic, considered one of the greatest of all time. It's a show that's so good that it has the same plot every single arc, but it's going to be the same, and every single fight's going to go exactly the same as it always does, but yet it's still compelling and entertaining. So if you can do that, if you can be redundant and still be great, that's a sign of a great show. All right, number 2, we got Toriko. Now, Toriko is maybe a little less known over here in the United States, but it's a great show. The show itself actually isn't that great, but the manga is actually really great. So that's why it's at number 2. But so I would actually suggest reading that instead of watching it, but also watch it out of respect. Even though it's not as good and it doesn't finish, still watch it out of respect. What's it about? It's about the best daggone series that you'll ever, witness, read, or watch, or whatever. But if you want to know the plot, it's about people that go hunting for ingredients, and they cook things, and it's delicious, and it's fun, and there's great fights, and there's great action, and it's a 10 out of 10. So don't take my word for it, watch it. And that's, again, these aren't my opinions. These aren't my opinions. They're just facts. Look it up. It's in a science book. Maybe if you didn't do well in school, maybe if you're just like a little baby child, you wouldn't know these things. But, it's a great show. And so is Saint Seiya. So you really can't argue with me. Again, these aren't my opinions. These are just facts. If you don't understand that, maybe go back to school. Now, number 1, the greatest anime of all time is, believe it or not, a show that actually sucks, or kind of sucks, for about 200 episodes. It's called One Piece. So I don't gotta explain this to you guys. It's one of the greatest shows in the world, the most popular shows in the world. It's great characters, great story. It's very long. First 200 episodes are kind of okay at best. Then about 200 episodes in is when you decide, hey, I actually like this show. About 300 or 400 episodes in, you're like, hey, this is actually pretty good. About 600 episodes in, you're going to be like, wow, this is the best show of all time. So, most usually when some people say that the show started off slow, I say, well, then I'm just not going to watch it. They're like, oh, we'll give it a couple episodes. Well, no, I don't want to. But, with One Piece, I'll go against the grain on that and say, give it a couple hundred episodes, and it'll grow on you. It really will. And it does. And again, it's my favorite show of all time. It's statistically and scientifically the greatest show of all time. These aren't my opinions. Don't be mad at me. But that's all I got. Like I said, I'm just going to do a short video here today. To recap, the list is number 3, Saint Seiya. Number 2, Toriko. Number 1, One Piece. Okay, so that's the list. Let me know in the comments, did you agree with it? Did you agree with this list? I mean, if you disagree, you're just a fool. But tell me if you disagree or agree. What would you put in the top 3? If, on your opinion, obviously this is a scientific, factual top 3. But if you were to give your opinion on what your top 3 favorite are, let me know in the comments. And you know what? Like this video and subscribe to it. Even though it wasn't that good, still, maybe the next one will be better. But thanks for listening. I appreciate it. And I don't know what to say to end it, so I'm just going to end it abruptly.